Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 10. Today, we are tackling a modern obsession, productivity.
It's a big one, Jenny. In 2026, when you ask someone, "How are you?" the most common answer isn't, "I'm fine" anymore. It's, "I'm so busy."
Exactly. We wear our busyness like a badge of honor. A badge of honor is something you are proud of, even if it's actually stressful. But is being busy the same as being productive? We don't think so.
Today, we're going to look at the productivity myth, how to protect your energy, and the phrasal verbs you need to talk about your schedule and your goals.
Let's start with a distinction. There's shallow work, checking emails, scrolling for inspiration, and then there is deep work. Deep work is when you focus 100% on a difficult task, like studying English or writing a project.
The problem is that we often fall into the busy trap. We do 100 small things, but nothing that actually moves us forward. We are running in circles.
When you have too much to do, you say you are snowed under. I'm sorry I didn't call. I've been snowed under with work lately. It's like a mountain of snow is on top of you.
And when you try to do everything at once, you burn the candle at both ends. This means you're working from early morning until late at night. It's a recipe for burnout.
To fix this, you need to narrow down your priorities. Instead of 10 goals, choose 2. Narrow down means to reduce a list of many things to just a few important ones.
We live in a hustle culture. The word hustle means to work extremely hard, often at the expense of your health. It's a very popular abstract theme in 2026.
But the mindset is changing. People are realizing that if you don't take a break, your brain will force you to take one through illness or exhaustion. Rest is not a luxury, it's a requirement for high performance.
Do you feel FOMO when you aren't working, Jenny? Like everyone else is getting ahead while you're resting?
All the time. But we have to realize that most of what we see on social media is a highlight reel. It's not the full reality. Comparison is the thief of joy and the thief of productivity.
Science shows that humans cannot actually multitask. We just switch task. And every time you switch from English study to a WhatsApp notification, you lose about 20% of your cognitive power.
That's a huge trade-off. If you want to master English, you need to set aside time. I set aside 30 minutes every morning for Jenny and Carlos. That's how you actually grow.
Productivity is more about what you don't do. You have to learn to turn down invitations or extra projects. I had to turn down the offer because my schedule is full.
Saying no to others is saying yes to your own desires and goals. It's a sign of maturity in your real life.
There's a beautiful counter-movement called slow living. It's about being present, enjoying the process, and not rushing through life.
It's about quality over quantity. In English learning, it's better to learn 5 words and use them perfectly than to read 100 words and forget them tomorrow.
We recommend things like time boxing or the Pomodoro technique. But the best tool is your own intuition. If you feel drained, completely without energy, stop. Your work will be better after a 10-minute walk.
This is the hardest part. Resting without feeling guilty. We need to reframe rest as recovery time. Athletes don't feel guilty for sleeping. They know it's how they win. You are an academic athlete.
One of the biggest enemies of productivity is actually perfectionism. Jenna, why is wanting to be perfect so dangerous?
It leads to analysis paralysis. You spend so much time worrying about making a mistake that you never actually start. For English learners, this is the reason they don't speak. They're waiting for the perfect sentence.
In the productivity world, we say, done is better than perfect. You have to be willing to do it badly until you can do it well. Every mistake is a step toward your mentalidade de aprendizado, learning mindset.
We need to talk about the Eisenhower matrix. Most people spend their lives reacting to urgent things, emails, notifications, other people's problems.
But they neglect the important things, like their long-term health, their relationships, and their desire to be fluent in English. If you only react to the fire of the moment, you'll never build a house for your future.
A huge part of being productive today is digital minimalism. Our phones are designed to steal our time. Every ping is a distraction.
I started doing a digital detox every Sunday. No screens, no social media. It was hard at first, but it made me realize how much of my busyness was just a digital addiction. It's about taking back control of your lifestyle.
If you want to reach the flow, which we discussed in the time episode, you need a sanctuary. You can't do deep work in a noisy, messy room with your phone next to your hand.
You need to set the stage. For me, it's a clean desk, some lo-fi music, and a cup of coffee. When I do that, my brain knows, okay, it's time to focus. It's a physical trigger for productivity.
This is a B2 concept. Time is finite, but energy is renewable. You can have 8 hours in a day, but if you have zero energy, those 8 hours are useless.
Exactly. You need to identify your peak hours. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Don't try to study English at 10 p.m. if your brain shuts down at 8 p.m. Work with your biology, not against it.
Let's give a practical hack. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, like answering a quick text or washing a cup, do it right away.
This prevents small tasks from piling up. When things pile up, they create mental clutter. The 2-minute rule is the best way to keep your environment and your mind clear.
We are often so focused on the big goal, like fluency, that we forget to celebrate the small wins. You understood a movie scene? That's a win. You finished a difficult podcast? That's a win.
This releases dopamine in the brain, which gives you the energy to keep going. If you only wait for the grand finale, you will give up in the middle of the journey. Enjoy the curiosities of the process.
Social media creates a fake image of success. We see 20-year-old millionaires and feel like we are falling behind.
To fall behind means to move slower than everyone else. But life is not a race. Everyone has their own timeline. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. This is the heart of a healthy mindset.
Highly productive people don't do everything themselves. They delegate. Even in your personal life, you can ask for help.
Many of our listeners are parents or have busy jobs. It's okay to ask your partner or a friend to pick up the slack, which means to do the work that you can't do right now, so you can focus on your English or your rest.
In a world that demands 24/7 productivity, resting is an act of rebellion. It's saying, I am a human being, not a machine.
I love that. When you rest, you are protecting your mental health and your creativity. You are ensuring that when you do work, you are bringing your best self to the table. This is our 10th episode. We've talked about school, time, love, and now productivity. What a journey.
We are so proud of you for sticking with it. To stick with something means to continue doing it even when it's hard. You are officially part of our community.
Subscribe to keep growing with us. And tell us in the comments, are you currently snowed under or are you practicing slow living? Let's talk.
See you in the next season. Bye.
Bye-bye.